Mhm. Hmm. Hmm. So land enters to a charge counter. Huh. Okay. That's actually. I don't think cryogen relic because I don't want to draw cards. Really, right? Commander draws cards, so it'd be weird to like draw with those. Well, you could really harass your opponent's commander, but what you can't do is steal anything that wins the game really fast, like Raffello's. I don't think it steals any of the important commanders. It just like devolves into a counterspell deck. You also have to play weird creatures to do the swap, unless you want to give them a 6/6. This picks up your commander, so I can pick it up and recast it. That could be interesting. Is Yeah, Mox Amber just works here. I probably have to create Mox Opal for this deck. Is this a mythic? Okay, we're good. I think I have to create Mox Opal. Ornithopter's also kind of fine. Kind of? It would be like the most do-nothing card in the deck. Maybe. Not likely, though. Hmm. These two are weird. Because sacking them draws, and my commander doesn't want me to draw elsewhere. So they just kind of sit there. I don't think we really need haste on our commander, but I might as well play the boots. And mana rocks. Yeah, okay. Maybe not bobble, because if it goes away, I'd rather not. I'd rather my commander or the artifacts I play not leave the battlefield. Dolmen Gate kind of just let me swing over and over, but I think we're fine if this dies over and over. So maybe swinging is indestructible is not that great. I can station quickly? Yeah, I can station quickly. Can play this, keep it in play for affinity, and it replaces itself. But again, it draws a card. Not, I don't know, it's like kind of a flashing artifact for my commander. Mana Rock, I mean. Mana Rock. It is this power or toughness? It's power, right? Yeah, you could probably Dominion Bracelet people with this deck. It's really funny. It'll probably be easier as well than the last deck I just played. You can try to Winter Moon people. It's also an artifact. Just discounts my thing. Depends how many counter spells and whatnot I have, but this could be useful. Can run Fabricate, probably. Oh, we should run Fabricate. Discounting artifacts by 1 so far doesn't really excite me. What do you have to do to make this do stuff? 3 or greater? Nettle Cyst? Sculpties? Yeah. How much mana? There's no way to loop Staff of Dominion in mono blue, is there? I don't think so. I don't think so. I've never seen it. This could make my commander very scary, but it's a lot of mana. It's a lot of mana to ask out of a blue deck that doesn't impact your opponent in any way. At least you, maybe that. This. I don't think we're a Forsaken Monument deck. We could create a lot of colorless mana with colorless lands. I don't have to play a lot of islands. I can play like just 2 islands effect. Well, you know, I only really need 2 islands, but I do need them. So, well, that's another one to think about, I guess. Planar Bridge, a lot of mana. It is a way to slowly cure a combo and play with Ring Engine. Yeah, you could put Ujin in here. Maybe. I think we get to 7 mana with like, in a reasonable pace. Portal to Phyrexian for Bay? Yeah, sure. These are artifact lands? Hello. Oh, I didn't know there were more artifact lands. Please don't be a mythic. Wait, what actually is this? And 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana to cast. Oh, it's an artifact land. It's going in. I didn't know there were that many. Did not know that. I did not leave a lot of room for the other things, like Emery. I guess stuff like this as well, maybe? Thinking 1/1s is kind of exciting. Not that exciting. I don't think this is a show and tell deck. We did see Painter's Servant. Yeah, it's hard to not play Urza. Thoughtcast. Well, Thoughtcast is weird. Again, my commander is the card draw, which leaves my deck with more options. What does this do? Add blue for each artifact. All right, well, you can probably station that instantly. Probably. Sure, it's just another sculpting steel. I don't think I like Brainstorm. Okay, Staff doesn't... I can't find a Staff of Dominion combo. Wait, where is it? How much does Staff cost? And what was the other one? Tormod's Crypt Ornithopter. This can find Fabricate, which might just be so good it's worth to play to fabricate for a combo piece. It's like you cast this to cast another card to find it. But I don't know. I think that might actually be good enough. Well, it's on a blue deck without wash away, right? I think counterspells are okay. I guess Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, counter spells are fine if I'm not like constantly tapping out, which I kind of feel like I am. Not great. There probably isn't even enough blue cards for Force Negation, actually. Could run it anyways. Could run Flare, too, because my commander's just fine to sack to stuff. Yeah, maybe Flare is just a better idea. Like Flare. Maybe this. Oh. Lady Octopus? What? Who's Lady Octopus? This? I'm going to assume it's this. Feels a bit slow. I don't know if I can draw on my opponent's turn. In fact, most of my card draw is just on my commander. So it feels slow. I'm probably not ever drawing on my opponent's turn. The Drix. I do have the Drix. Again, I would probably prefer to just have all the card draw on the commander. It's weird to me to draw 10 cards and then your commander doesn't draw anything. No, if it involves card draw, it's my commander. Mill 2, draw 2, discard 2. Reanimate 2 artifacts. Unit of combat. Almost think I'd prefer Tezzeret, actually. Actually, don't quite like the reality chip here. Winter Moon is... Oh, you know what? That actually didn't take that long. Felt all right. Oh, I forgot about Ujin. Yeah. My. Can I play Ujin's Labyrinth? Probably not. Technically, I could just run it anyways. I could just whoop, and then there's some games where it does something and others where it doesn't. But it seems like I will not have an issue with that. I think if I'm activating this, I've lost. Is usually how that goes. You're looking at your lands to see if they have text on it because you have nothing else to do. So you've probably lost the game. Can we run Valakut? Just slide it in there. I think any deck can put it in it. I think. Oh yeah, Adventure Sphere. I can't imagine Radiant Fountain or the other one gonna hurt me. Reliquary Tower is weird. Yeah, it feels weird. Rogue's Passage? Yeah, fine. Oh, you can't. Tragic. Oh right, Thought Monitor. No, I don't want Thought Monitor. I'm not enthused with Sapphire Medallion at all. Whatever, it discounts the commander. Maybe that's just like good enough. What's the other War of Invention? It might not be in Arena. It's like reshape, refabricate, something like that. Witness Protection. I like Force Spike. I think I like Witness Protection more. I don't even have Ponder in here. I'd rather have Witness Protection. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about the octopus lady already. I think this is going to be a counter spell. I don't really like Mishra's Wobble because it just sits there. It seems kind of weird to me. The ones that do absolutely nothing but discount my commander, I really don't like. Which Winter Moon is has the capacity to do that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I think another counter spell is fine. Although, if it's going to be a counter spell, maybe just Force Spike. Because I think I'm playing a lot of this game on my own turn. It's not really great for a blue deck, but well, can't have everything. What does this actually do? I didn't even read it. Oh, I did, but I forgot. Scout image. Yeah, okay. All right. We're going to start here. This actually didn't take too long to put together, but Mono Blue Artifacts isn't anything new. But what is new is an ever discounted commander that draws cards that has affinity for artifacts. So, Krang, Mastermind, 8 mana, 1/4, affinity for artifacts. When it enters, if you have fewer than 4 cards in hand, you draw equal to the difference. So if you have 2, you draw 2. You draw up to 4. If you have more than that, then it feels kind of bad. But you don't have to cast this until you're ready to cast it, you know? It's very easy to always keep this at a cost of 2, like basically forever, assuming your opponent doesn't do anything about your stuff. But I like that. Because this exists, you don't have to run, really, in my opinion, any card draw in your deck, which gives you a lot more to do in your deck that isn't just like a thought cast and the other thought cast and the third thought cast. You can just do whatever. I did craft Mox Opal for this. Losing my voice already. When it comes to absolutely like do nothing artifacts other than discount for affinity, I really don't like them. So Ornithopter, Mishra's Bauble was just said. Tormod's Crypt, I suppose, does actually kind of do something, but I'm not super interested in what it does. So if it just sits there for 0 mana, I don't care about that. I think there's enough other things you could put in your deck that are just better, and you're not really in that crazy of a rush to blitz this out by effectively going down cards in hand to play stuff like Ornithopter and whatnot. Now, they replace themselves, ideally, fairly quickly with this, so what I'm saying might just not matter, because with the zeros, you could just play this faster, and then the 0 mana cards you cast just replace themselves. You know, so it's not like you necessarily went down that much, but still, I think it's fine to not play them. It just means you're not going to hit them when you don't want to, because the power level of your deck is ever so slightly higher. There's not like these 5 random do-nothings in your deck that aren't just lands. Apart from that, there's the combo, because why not, right? 1 ring engine. I actually do have, what is it? Aetherflux Reservoir 2 to actually close the game out, because mono blue, when you do this, you need a way to actually kill your opponent. Every other color, I think, can just do whatever it wants with these 2 cards. But blue, maybe white as well, actually. You do need to find a way to win. So I think this works. This also... No, that's about it. No, I don't think there's anything else to think about that. Forsaken Monument might not make any sense, honestly. I was saying I could play like 10 more colorless lands and more colorless generating mana rocks instead of colored mana rocks. Sapphire Medallion doesn't discount that much. It could just be like a, you know, whatever one of the 3 mana rocks is that just taps for colorless. But for now, I'm going to try Monument. If it ramps me by like 2, I think I'm fine. The rest of the text on this, I don't really care about, but it could probably get there. Ugin's Labyrinth, even with 2 hits, is fine, because on average it does nothing, but I'm totally fine just playing a Wastes, right? That's with the upside of just suddenly having Ancient Tomb on turn 1. So, yeah, Dominion Bracelet, just like the last, well, actually, unlike the last one, I think we can probably do this fairly consistently, because this will be ideally rather large every time I cast it. But the notable thing is probably the 0 mana artifacts that only discount this and don't do much else. They might end up coming in, but we'll see. I already have a deck with the name Shiny. How did I do that? No one said anything. I don't actually know how to spell Kozilek. I think that's how you spell it. Okay. Kozilek draws up to 7, right? Or like fills your hand up to a certain number. Do my quest. Does anyone know how I ended up with quest progress? I had quest progress on blue and black spells yesterday when I stopped streaming, it was at 11, but I played a mono green deck. I don't know how I got 11 blue and black spells. I have like absolutely no idea how I got 11 spells played like that. Alright, well, I'm probably not going to play against Rofellos because I'm not in the mood to play against Rofellos. So, expect that 15 times. The Sparky game? No, Sparky doesn't count. Sparky does not count. I tested it after I finished streaming. It didn't finish the quests after I played Sparky again. It was not Sparky. That was a pretty good deck name. Yeah, it wasn't Sparky. This can only copy... Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen someone say hello with the screaming hedron before. I guess I just bounce that so they can't play high-buy. I don't know. It's not like I can stop it. Sure. Guess I found a way to stop it. Yeah, I have no idea. I looked into it, could not find where I got quest completion. Just couldn't find it. Well, this is a legendary, right? Yeah. Guess I'll just play it. Well, this first game kind of makes me wish I had the 0 mana artifacts, but then you would have to make the argument I had something else missing in my hand to make room for them. What does that do? They didn't recast high-buy, so I'm a little confused. A little confused why they didn't just get high-buy there. I feel like that would have made a lot more sense. Like a lot more sense. Okay. I mean, I don't have any counter spells other than Force Spike anyways. I'm not too blown away, too upset with that. Get this, I guess. And then copy the medallion? It is a lot of discounting. And I have to get cards out of my hand. So I could just copy this. No, that's really stupid. That doesn't make sense now, does it? Alright, they found something to actually do with their commander. Not great. Hits the best possible card in their entire deck, because of course it does. I can use this to copy my commander and just draw 3 this time. I think that makes sense. Create a cop. I don't have anything crazy in play is a problem. Anything in the graveyard? No. Alright, let's move. Wait a minute, that doesn't do much. I think I'm playing this. And then I'm gonna... just play this. That. And then swing. Because I can recast it. I don't think they can block it. If they... Okay, they do block it. Back to the command zone. There's still nothing to grab there. We're not casting our commander? They manually tapped for that, so... I can cast my commander like 5 times, so they can counter it all they like. Like all it did was give me more triggers here. Wait, what is this? It's an Artrim war... What? Okay, it's a warrior. What the heck? Let's do this, I guess. Do I have a blue... No, I don't. I should just play this, actually. Almost had it. Almost had it. But I don't have it. I guess I can just swing with this. Almost killed them. Kind of surprised I just took it like that. Is there really nothing I can cast? Yeah, there's nothing I can cast, so... Alright. Nothing I can do. If I had more mana... It was actually kind of sketchy to get rid of my... Or to counter my commander, because they gave me another set of Aetherflux triggers. Probably wasn't a good idea. I probably have like one more turn, if that. What's Rogue's Passage gonna do? Yeah, if I had a 0, I could have killed him. Correct. Alright, yeah, I'm just... Alright, yeah, I need it to... I just needed one more artifact. Needed one more artifact. And I also, kind of, let's be real, I lost to my opponent hitting the best card in their entire deck and nothing else mattered. I'm gonna not add the zeros yet. If they hit anything else ever that isn't Sanctum, I'd probably just win. Like full stop, I think I'd just 100% win if they don't have that. Yeah, I can take Palantir out. I might have actually added it on accident. Not sure why I had it in here. It might have been the One Ring or something. I don't know. I maybe wanted to play an island this turn. Actually. Yeah. Alright, looks like it didn't matter. Let's play... This one's good. They're kind of similar. I guess this one's fine. I don't know. I'd be a little surprised if my opponent had artifact removal this turn cycle. Of course they do. It's also a ridiculous card I never see. Go figure. Cool. It does work with Emery, I guess, to be fair. Alright, they play a 3-3. Which I don't think really does anything in this matchup. Do that, this. I think this does like less than nothing, so I'm just gonna not care about it. Cloud Key? Yeah. Fine. You know what has not done anything is this thing. I like how I can pick up my commander, though. Admit. I don't think I'm replacing Sapphire. I think I'd replace Palantir. I think Sapphire's doing enough. Unless, of course, it isn't, but I think it is. Oh, my opponent, they figured out how to play green decks. It only took till turn 4. Suppose we should be grateful. It's kind of crazy to think I have too few artifacts. But I think this is the first time that's happened. Alright, well, there's an artifact. Yes. Wait, how do you have something up here? What? Slaughter Pact? What is that? What is going on over there? Maybe I wanted to play this first. But dealing with this is not really something I want to do. Oh. That doesn't seem like a good use of your resources. Okay. Thank you. Let's do this. I mean, I could have played this first. I don't know. I'm not scared of anything yet. I'm just not scared of anything. Semblance Anvil? That's the one that exiles a card out of your hand, right? Okay, they just played an Overlord. They thought about it for a long time. I don't know why. They also didn't swing with the fuel tank. Easter. I don't know if they're doing some weird stuff. Let's play this. Let's play. All right. Well, I'm gonna do this now because I don't want to lose. I don't know what fuel tank is doing left up. We'll find out real fast. This is a Jund deck. It's not a control deck or anything. I don't know what is going on. The Seiju. Okay. That's a reason to leave up that. Do I have a spell for Sanctuary? No, it's not likely to be the case really ever. I don't know why they waited to like cast my commander to do that. It seems like an odd time to do that. Oh no, it's the only time they had to do it. Never mind. It's the only option in which they could do it. So 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ward 1, 4 damage. Of course it's 4. I can force them to just recast it and still kill my commander. I am technically winning this race, so maybe I should swing. They do not have lethal in play. Alright, my opponent's probably appreciates that. Alright, no they don't. Okay, no they do. Alright. I was about to say, they don't actually have lethal in play. We're just kind of not terribly concerned about that. I don't think I would have done a Telode. Could I have, though? I don't think I could have anyways, actually, to be fair. I think I'm taking this out. I think this kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Feels like this sucks. It's nice to pick up my commander, but like... it's in my hand the whole time. It's kind of annoying. It makes the draw 4 harder, because I can't like get rid of it until my commander's already in play, it feels. Kind of offsets the entire... what the heck is that? Okay. Well, that's problematic. The new there. Let's do the thing. They have these like random deal damage creatures and they're causing problems. Not ideal. I guess I have to pass now and just hope my opponent doesn't actually have another thing in their hand that's a problem. They're just playing like random red damage dealing face cards and I can't stop them. Okay, that discards any card to find a, was it a creature? Yeah. To get rid of another random red thing. There's got to be something that wins here. Or not. Oh, another generic red threat. Yeah. Am I winning if my commander dies? I don't think so. I don't think I'm winning if my commander dies. Because they just kill me on their next turn anyways. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's play... Let's not mess up the mana. So I'm going to play this right now. And then bounce. Bouncing this is sketchy, but it lets Donatello get in. Which I think is actually huge here. So I'm going to do that. Is that better than 2-turn clocking? No, because I can't kill them. I can't kill them, so it doesn't matter. Let's copy Arcane Signet. I can copy the Midnight Clock, I guess. It's like the same exact thing. Okie dokie. I mean, if there's a creature that kills me through the One Ring, I congratulations. I can't do anything about that anyways. Doesn't matter. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it's my last turn regardless. So, here. No, that doesn't help. Well, I drew Paradox Engine, but now it's too late for it to save me. What if I swung with my commander? Block, 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 take 2. Creature of Muslim hunter dies. Block. Block. I think I can live if I don't attack. I think. I could be wrong about that. Block, block. There. Oh, we'll see. Oh, yes. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? My opponent said oops because they're like, oh, you unsummon the thing that makes me win. But they realized they don't. They missed lethal, by the way. I didn't say it out loud, but like they could have just untapped this twice and killed me. But, you know, they got cut up thinking that this was going to win. And it didn't. Oops. Oh, yes. Tragic. Absolutely tragic opponent. Could have untapped your Deathrite Shaman. They said oops like I was the one that made a mistake too. Isn't it great? I knew if I just stayed real quiet about it, they wouldn't see it. Oh, just how we drew it up. You know, Palantir. I still don't think I like Donatello. I did trigger it that game. It copied an arcane signet. Feels kind of like dumb. I'm not gonna play that. Something's telling me that I should play all of these. Maybe not this one that truly does nothing, but that's true for all of these actually. Okay, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I realize that these might just be better than islands because they discount my commander. Just play them instead of a land. That might just be. Maybe I was just completely wrong. Completely wrong. Maybe they're so good they can replace islands. That might actually be true. That might actually be true. I think Forsaken Monument still didn't end up doing anything. For safety's measure, safety's sake, add an island there. Uh, okay, that's it. Yep. I'm gonna keep Winter Moon for now. The Thopterist? Oh yeah. That stupid card. I hate that card. I hate it every time I see it. I forgot all about it. So dumb. You would think after having typed in the dark. Wait, what's happening? Oh. You'd think I'd learn how to type by now, but I guarantee you've never met a more scatterbrained human being than me. Let's take out. I'm not going to take another land out. Oh, I never added Cloud Key. Oh, I had sculpting in here. Wait a minute. No, someone said the other one, the Anvil. Never mind. think I should take out Ugin. I'm going to take out Ugin. I feel like most games, it's not going to do much. I might not be getting to that mana count consistently. I could be wrong. We'll see. I don't feel like I need it to win. A lot of times where it honestly doesn't save you as well. I'm more interested in artifacts anyways. Do I own Anvil? It discounts by 2, right? But you lose an artifact. Well, screw it. I almost typed in clown key. Cloud key. No Mystic Sanctuary. Max greed. Hopefully this works out, and if it doesn't, well. Yeah, we're gonna get that. Clown Key is gonna be the Batman set, you know. You know, a year ago I wouldn't take you seriously. I thought you'd be joking. Well, that's not what I wanted to play against ever. Yes. That one. I think actual mana is slightly better. Well, yeah, they'll probably have 5 jokers. Probably. So, this? I'm not going to play the Anvil. Do I play Psy? Yeah, I can just play this. Why not? It might do something. Get counterspelled, I guess. You do. Oh, don't like losing the game, so. That was not a great pair of cards right there. I think I just draw. Yeah, I think I'm just drawing normally. They have an upkeep? Wait, what? Did we both have an upkeep stop? Oh my goodness, we both did. Okay, that's fine. We both had an upkeep stop. My opponent probably got confused because I had one too. They're like, what are you doing? You... I don't see a reason to just decide to swing for, like, whatever with this. I don't see why I would want to do that. My draws were just kind of bad. Okay, yep. Nothing I can do about that. But, like, bouncing... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, sweet. Alright. Yeah. Otawara does undo this, and then I can get back to casting it. You can only counter it so many times. Oh, I have Cavernous Souls. You can't counter it. Get wrecked. Get dunked on. Get absolutely dunked on. Beautiful. Yeah, I can bounce it, then recast it. Should have played around the Force of Negation opponent. Also, I got the Mastery Pass, by the way. Ended up getting it. It's still worth it. Well, it's always going to be worth it, but... Well, that's weird looking. What is this? Mono green herp derp. I really don't want to have to cast this, but it looks like I'm going to have to cast this. So. I should have just scryed instantly to save myself the headache here. Paramorphic Expanse. What are you doing? It's not a land. Okay, game. Appreciate you. I mean, even a 0-mana artifact, like anything, would be ideal. Of course not. Play Anvil on Cloud Key? And then just don't scry because I want to not lose that card. Well, on the bright side, my opponent's commander doesn't, like, do anything except swing for a bunch of damage, but that's fine. Not really what this game is about. I mean, it could be. It very obviously could be. Seems like pretty tame. Oh, the Seiju, yep. Go figure. Typical, typical, typical. Probably the only naturalize in their entire deck. Must be nice. Cool. I had fun. I don't think I'm ever leaving up Wash Away. It's already way too far behind. Hey, 1 and 3, I'm still keeping it that way. Above 1 and 3. I always thought that was fine. But the shuffler apparently disagrees. Someone said this got changed. Wow. I haven't actually played Mystic Forge. It's been a minute since I've played that card. I think I'm gonna... I don't know, Portal to Phyrexia's been kind of lame, honestly. Oh, look. Oh, their best possible draw. Crazy. Well... Is this the best thing? I mean, it's better than a counterspell, so probably. I had to guess. Let's play this in Mystic Forge? Or do I play One Ring? Does that help? It kind of helps. Not that much. I think I'd rather play this. I think Mystic Forge is a problem for my opponent, so I should just do this. That's my assumption. I have no idea what this is. Draw, then discard, shuffle. Okay. They shocked to do that. They get rid of Junji. What? Huh? Okay. Alright, that was all interesting. Well, we have a Winter Moon game. Buckle up. Oh, I should have played this first, actually. Guess we don't have a Winter Moon game. We have a 2-minute door to nothingness. Oh, that's funny. Tragic opponent. Should have played around it. Should have played around it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I think I'm just playing these two. There's no reason to play this until my hand is, like, you know, less whatever. But, all right. Get me to... If only we had access to Bolas' Citadel. Gotta love those greedy mana bases. Actually, not even really that greedy. There's not much to punish a mana base in this format. Not really, I don't think. And again, you know, I was talking about green just doesn't care anyways about that. Behold my artifact land. Tap an untapped creature you control. Guess I'll just put that on top. Like it's Delighted Halfling or something. Do that and this. Palladium Mirror is cool, but I don't need it. I can very easily just lose this game, so. Oh. Poor opponent. All they had to do was just do that again, and they probably just win, but get wrecked. Get absolutely stomped on. Love dunking on Raffellos. Should have played around it. but Cannoneer also hasn't done anything. Maybe that can come out. Bajuka Bog. Okay. I feel like I see too many Bajuka Bogs. Never liked it. Maybe in like a... Maybe, to be fair, crop rotation decks would like it. Also, I guess we just lose if I don't draw land anyways. Palantir? I'll counter that. With, I guess, Kappa Cannon here. We lose? We do! Yay! I think I'm going to take out Cannoneer. It has not done anything. In fact, a lot of games, even if I'm winning or losing... Well, if I'm winning, I don't care what I'm playing, but... It doesn't seem like Cannoneer has done anything. And I can't find scenarios where it would. And I don't really care about this, actually. The more I play, I don't care about Portal. There's a lot of times sacking my commander to repurposing Bay. Getting Portal kind of just sucks. And it's just an awful card to draw every time. Take out Ugin's Labyrinth as well. There's no need to play these dumb, big, expensive things. I have commander decks that have 35 cards on paper and they function totally fine and they're not green. But not in Arena. Like if it was actually 1 in 3 cards was an island or a land, we would be functioning fine. It just not, it isn't happening. I don't know what to tell you. I'm kind of too stubborn to accommodate the shuffler. Did I end up adding Ponder? I do like I think I like cantrips. Maybe not Brainstorm, but I like the rest of them maybe. Like, how do you not like Ponder Preordain? Ponder Preordain lets you keep 1 land hands. Alright, I'll try that. I mean, if they're just constantly looking for lands, it's going to feel kind of stupid, but I'm too stubborn to add lands. I'm taking out expensive spells, so. Repurposing Bay also more interested in just grabbing Paradox Engine than Portal anyways. It seems like the transition from losing or not sure if we're winning to winning is very sudden in this deck. What is this? Leyline of Flash. Okay. Okay. No. Wait. Yeah, no. Wait. Yes. Is this tapped? Hold on. I'm not gonna play that right now. Play it next turn. So play you, play Emery? Or this? I guess we play Emery? Or I can do both. I didn't mill anything that is super enthralling, unfortunately, and I can't counter a removal spell. What the heck is that? Seek Sharks. Okay. I think I played this as a commander instead of this one. Okay. Well, I can grab Paradox Engine, but I don't know if that's that exciting. It currently doesn't feel very exciting. Maybe it's the only thing that Just doesn't really... Alright, I mean, I might as well try to cause a problem. So. Right? I should cause this problem. Yeah. I feel like that is a worthwhile venture. I could just try again, but that's like a whole turn of just spending all my mana to do that one thing that potentially doesn't actually matter anyways. so maybe I don't do that. And just get value from the flare. Alright, yep, we're over it. All you have to do is resolve Paradox Engine, then they're over it. But I don't have a way to win with it. It just, can I win right now? My opponent, I'm not scooping to this ever like that. I'm never doing this. But it's not the first time I've seen it. 1, 2. I think I'm keeping this Worn Power Stone because of Paradox Engine. So let's do the Thinkies. 1, 2, 3. Cast that. Play this. Untap. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 mana. Now I have to think again. 1, 2, 3. This. Untap those. Tap these. Cast it. Untap these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Untap all of those. Have 1 floating. 9. Yep, okay. So I actually do win with Fabricate here with 1 ring. Well, assuming I, don't fizzle. Assuming I don't fizzle, I have a win here. My opponent should at least make me show them that. The flare probably just made them feel as though I was going to win because it was worth protecting. And to be fair, I suppose it was, but you should always make your opponent show you. Especially how it takes 2 seconds. I'm like 1 spell away from showing you. It's not like we have to sit there and sift through it. Like, scared of 2 mana rocks that untap with every spell is a weird place to be, in my opinion. Like, if you scoop to that, you probably scoop to everything ever. It's a Real Fellows game. Yay, they're on the play, not wasting my time. I feel like Real Fellows is like a pop-up. If you don't have YouTube Premium, you just randomly bump into 20 minutes of ads. That feels like what Real Fellows is. Like, you're hanging out, you're doing what you want, and then suddenly Real Fellows. And you're like, oh, I guess I just have to go. I guess I'll use this time to use the bathroom. I don't know. Yeah, usually, if there's something to do with the engine, I give up. But I didn't show them anything, except I'm probably going to draw 4 cards. And you wait to see what those 4 cards do. Play the tap land? Because there's no reason not to. I had nothing to... There's no reason to play this, right? That I'm aware. Not that I'm aware of. I did kind of keep a hand that doesn't do anything the first 2 turns, and you know what I say about that all the time? Do that. Especially against a green player, where it probably doesn't matter. Anyways, typical. I was going to have 15 mana by the time I have 2. Okay. Now they basically have pseudo-omniscience. Just in time. Typical. Just in time. Love to see it. I am the farthest thing from interested in leaving up Force Spike. What does this get? Emergent Ultimatum? They did not get Emergent Ultimatum. They got Tear Asunder. Really? Well, yeah, the Simulacrum is fairly problematic, I think. To be fair. I think Force Spike has overstayed its welcome, so as well get rid of it. Another one is interesting, I guess. Those are... Oh, well, this is maybe fine. Alright. Still susceptible to just getting, like, 7 mana spelled I lose on the spot. But they got a reactionary spell, so maybe they just don't have it. That shuffles my library, right? Yeah. But wait, there's more. Man, look at all these sultai-colored creatures. Isn't that crazy? What is that? Topiary Stomper? Okay. I have not seen that art before. At least I don't think I have. What is playing Winter Moon? Yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. It's a snow permanent. That's probably why they even know it exists. Let's see. So I can play you, play my commander? Draw 2? I think it's an extremely good idea to play my commander. So go ahead and do that. Alright, well, I have almost completely lethal in play already. And they're drawing a card that doesn't do anything. So they should not play this land. You gotta wait till you're done shuffling. Okay, they just play it. If you end the turn and you have a land on top when you otherwise shouldn't, you want to avoid that. My opponent is just not avoiding that at all. Okay, well, so be it. I get to see their whole deck, apparently? I don't see... Oh, they have Cyclonic Rift, extra turns, mass bounce spell, I do not see a emergent ultimatum in there. So, you know what that means. It's either this, the actual factual last card in their hand, or they don't have it in their deck. And apparently they don't have it in their deck. I can deal with Uro? No, they stacked it in a way in which I can't. Well, I can respond to the triggers, though. Okay, no, they made it so I couldn't do that. They made it so I could not do that. But, I mean, we know what Uro is just drawing. It's just drawing a land, so it doesn't really matter. See, this is why you don't want to play lands off the top until you're done, like, shuffling with the Oracle. Because you're just going to draw a land and it's going to look weird. That is a Casualties of War. They can deal with one of my thingamaboopers. Gotta love Omniscience. And literal mono green. Literal mono green. I guess Uro actually is blue. Lucky us. See, now the shuffling just looks weird. Yeah, this is a missequence. It's giving me an advantage. Should not have. Yeah, if you're gonna do the, yeah, well, I said it 5 times. I don't think the 6th time's gonna change anything. Now they cannot shuffle again, so they must draw a snake. As far as I'm aware, yeah, there's no way to circumvent that. They can blow up Inventor's Fair, which is tragic. They don't kill my commander, which is a good idea. Oh, wait, hold on. They committed a crime. Hold on. This is just a spot where you should be able to play this right here and now, and then not be stuck drawing it. I can play this, generate a boatload of mana. Or slightly more mana than I had to begin with. This is mana neutral. I don't really want to... Okay, let's swing with 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's swing like this. Took 20? They did. They took 20. Let's go ahead and do this. I think I'd rather tap the 10-10 because it's not like I'm gonna die. And I don't really need to warp this, but I might as well. Again, I don't think I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna just do that. We know my opponent's next draw, right? So I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna die. There's no way in play to draw another card. Oh, there is with the Uro. Never mind. They do have an Uro draw. There is an Uro draw. Okay, they shuffled Uro away. There's a land on top again. This is their last shuffle. Damage is stock up. Alright, that was probably a profoundly good hit. Go figure. But it can't kill me, to be fair. I gotta hold control here? Okay, apparently that just doesn't work, because why would it, right? You should be able to exile Uro before we get to this point in the game. So that's kind of stupid. Go figure. I don't think I saw any. Oh no, stock up has hits that win. Yeah, never mind. There are stock up hits. It's just a matter of them not seeing them. Oh, and they found River's Rebuke. Go figure. Whatever. Typical. Stupid. They found extra turn River's Rebuke. So much talent. So much talent. Couldn't exile Uro when I should have been able to exile Uro, but go figure. Go figure. The one card draw spell they finds the 2 cards they need to win immediately. Typical. I'm not cracking this Mishra's Bauble. Am I? Nope. Am I? I guess if I'm not, I'm just not playing it. Oh. Opponent? Hello? Are we there? Well, now I have to, because if I miss a land drop, it's kind of worse than not doing that. Is there... I think there's kind of a reason to stop this. I don't know if Unable to Scream does much else, so... Maybe the 4... No, I don't think the 4-mana artifacts have been... problematic. I don't think so. Looks like opponent's playing Call of Duty in a second monitor there. Suppose you don't have to pay attention to Magic when you play mono green. Land, please, for once in my life. Thank you. Cool. Well, given the massive delays, if they don't cast high buy, we know they're sniping. That's the take. Oh, come on. They played their land pretty fast, so I don't know. Like, how do you not just play high buy? Yeah, like, what are we doing? I don't know what else there's to even think about. Really? That's like the entire name of the game is to play high buy. So I don't know. Well, let's play. I could just play Urza, actually. It's slightly less mana and more vulnerable than just playing this. I'm gonna play Urza. I'm just gonna play Urza. I'm playing it. That's what we're doing. Okay. They had Sanctum of All Mana there with the 5 lands. They did kill this. I suppose I would rather lose that than, like, the mana generator here. But it's about the same. More or less. Okay, let's play you. Play you. Play... I think this one? This turn? Preordain is... I mean, scrying it to the bottom is almost the same as simply just casting it, I feel. It makes drawing an extra card here kind of annoying. They got Bant Headquarters, Bant Triome. Alright. Okay, this has to take the obelisk, or rather it should take the obelisk. Alright, they did that right. Maybe they're playing on their phone, like on the toilet or something. I don't know. We've all been there. Alright, they figured out how to pass. Let's do this, that, and this. Cast this. And I don't think there's a reason to play Aether Flux Reservoir. I mean, there kind of is. This might actually be slightly better here. Because it sets me up for a few... Yeah, it's one additional card for my commander, and it discounts my commander. Yeah, I should always play that. Yeah, because if I play it, I draw an extra card, and if I don't play it, well, it's still in my hand. And it discounts my commander, so... Alright, their first high buy trigger is get a bunch of 1/1s. And then they have Sterling Grove, so I guess I'm just playing against Hellq commanders. Okay, they shocked themselves. I don't know why, but they did. They didn't have to do that. Stopping high buy is kind of pointless, but I should just cast this anyways. They didn't have to shock themselves to just upkeep sack the Sterling Grove to get Sanctum. Did not have to do that. I can play tap, tap. No, I need Force and Negation up? There's no other way to leave it up, right? Oh, no, there is. What if I don't swing and they don't get high buy back? Well, how do I win, though? I'm not winning if I don't swing, block. I'm going to swing and assume high buy's average outcome is not nightmarish. I also start losing to these 1/1s anyways, and I can't get in, so maybe swinging was wrong if I could never swing again because of the 1/1s. I don't know. Opponent will find out for me. So let's do tap an untapped legendary you control, add one of any color. Do this. I think that's the third spell, second, I don't know. Oh my goodness, opponent, please. Yeah, they wanted to do this on end step instead of upkeep. I just don't think you had to shock yourself. Asking GPT what to do. Well, I'm pretty sure you're getting Sanctum of All. I don't know what else makes sense here. Oh, okay. Well, that's not Sanctum of All, notably. Just not Sanctum of All. Okay. Counter it. Man, I love losing to bracket 5 commanders. Isn't it great? Well, that doesn't do much. Alright, they're over it. I don't have a win. I think I'm actually losing this game, so I don't know why they gave up. I cast this, and then what? How do you give up here? You spent that much time just to give up? Like, what are you doing? I can't even swing at you. Tap this, tap that. Or I guess I can tap this to the relic. Paradox Engine. And then I don't have anything. I can double unblockable over the course of 2 turns. I guess I'm playing this just to untap this turn. Draw off of Mind Stone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they gave up. I'll take it, though. My game crashed. I have to relaunch it. feel like I was just losing to a Hellq commander. They don't like their opponent doing math. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm having a pretty interesting go of it. This deck is kind of weird. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like I haven't played enough games to get a good gauge of what's going on. And I don't know if my opponents have just been playing slow. I have been mana screwed a bit. Again, I'm playing, what, 36 lands or something. This deck, I think, is more than functional with 1 in 3 cards being a land. But maybe that has been the greatest pain point. Like, look at this hand. Something's up with the shuffler. I don't know. I feel like if you have under 40, it just decides that you're going to have way less than 1 in 3. But that's just me complaining, honestly. Gilgamesh. Oh boy. Turn 1 Ragavan. On the play. Fun. Cool. What an engaging game. Glad we had that one. Sure glad I saw that. Very thought-provoking. They were done pooping? Maybe. What does this do? Counter on blah blah blah. Whatever, it's a green deck. Read it. Same 99. Boop. I'll play Mox Jasper. Please send a message. That's right, you read that. That's right. Bask in its glory. That was a pretty important thing to draw right there, so I'm glad I did. How come I never draw the good mocks? Why is this always the bad ones? Be the good one. Let's play... I mean, they're all like the same. Play that one. Oh, they played Beseju, so that's interesting. Played it. Oh, it draws. I thought it doubles the counters. Okay. Alright, well. Like what I'm seeing so far, I suppose. Let's play you. Play this thing. Great if it tapped the way I want it to. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to play Cloud Key first. Dang it. I'll take that, actually. Yeah, is it too late to play this? Well, I mean, no, but... It's not too late. It's probably not a great idea to play it now. Yeah, that was a whoopsie doopsie oopsie. What that was. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, okay, sure. Kind of tame. You were supposed to play that post-combat, so that was a bit of a mistake. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. It gives you the counter. Never mind. What do I know? Fair enough. Wonder if they spread the counters. No, they don't. Okay. I feel like I would put a counter somewhere else here. Though I think I think I'm dead regardless in like one attack, so it probably doesn't matter. That's something to think about. And my opponent apparently has Solitude. Why do I see my opponent's hand right here? Why is that? What? Why did that just happen? Do this. Then play this. Then lose to Swords of Plowshares, I guess? Yep. It just doesn't let me tap the Mox Amber. God forbid. Imagine I was able to tap the Mox Amber. Oh, I guess I don't lose the swords because I gain a bunch of life. Why was I not able to tap the Mox Amber in response to swords? Did I do something wrong? Wasn't I just dead? Oh, I'm dead anyways. Okay. I was gonna say, wasn't I dead if they didn't swords this? And I just like had it as a blocker? Why was I not able to tap this? I don't know. I don't know. How close was I to winning this? I had a lot of mana. I don't know. My opponent gave me more time than I should have needed, but I guess the swords was too much. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't let me tap the Mox Chamber, though. I should be able to. I have a blue legendary in play, right? It just didn't let me. I died to like the most honest thing ever, too. I think I'm going to start shaving some of these colorless sources. I think the gain 2 life ones have been kind of like awful. It just auto yields. Oh, that's kind of... Oh, Winter Moon ain't gonna do much, but the Geode's alright. What does this do? It's the Celestia Figure of Destiny. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. This is the Gaia's Cradle, Commander? Yeah, I guess they give you priority when they target it. You can tap it, like Lanarels can tap. This becomes a 2-3 on its own. I guess I can't block it. You didn't keep a 1-land. Please tell me you didn't keep a 1-land in. Please. Play you. I like the Mana Geode. Probably a good idea to just put this in play so future things are way more problematic. As but not limited to Repurposing Bay. It's funny, you got this like beatdown creature here, but Llanowar Elves is just better at beating you down faster than this is. Llanowar Elves, I think we mathed it out. Llanowar Elves is better up until it's a 1-mana 5/5. So Llanowar Elves is better than a 1-mana 4/4. All right, they got they're doing the thing. Doing the thing. I can make constructs. Wait, does this make constructs or just constructs? I think this is not Karn specifically. Yeah, I'm gonna just take the value. I'm not interested in winter mooning. I'd rather just create a, like, token. Ornithopter is, I guess, free? Still kind of a stupid draw, isn't it? Feels like a stupid draw. I don't know, it's like a random chump blocker. Also, if I winter moon them, they still have Gaia's Cradle anyways, so maybe not the most efficient use of my resources. Okay, they went out of their way to shock themselves instead of getting in a forest there. Okay, can you gain life and play? Does this gain life? No. Okay, that can gain life next turn. They can make this a 4/5. Think they're gonna do that. Okay, I don't know why they waited. I'm not gonna block. I don't think I should block that. Wait, I thought it'd be white. No, it's both. Never mind. What's this, giant growth? What is this? Oh, come on with the Besejus! Oh, every opponent has a Beseju. Stop, please. What did I do? Everyone has a Beseju. What is going on? Stop having it, please. Please. That can go away. That can go away. Play this. And probably still not interested in attacking. I don't think. I could actually swing. What are they going to Alpha Strike me, right? Like, I think one blocker is almost the same because it stops the same amount of attackers. Yeah, we can just swing. It's the last time I can before Giver just makes it so I can't do that anyways. But they can't one-shot me with anything. They can have Craterhoof Behemoth. They can have that. I mean, that was an onboard trick opponent, so I don't know how nice that was. But they can have Craterhoof, I guess. What am I going to do about it? I could do about it anyway. 5, 6, 7. That doesn't have haste. That is a problem. I can't actually block this. Yeah, that's a problem. Not gonna lie. I'd be kind of excited to lose to this card, though. That seems kind of cool. Hopefully it doesn't boil down to just Beseju. Let's do this. Think Winter Moon's doing anything. I also don't have a one-shot or anything. I might as well swing with this 6/6. I wish I could dump my hand further. I can't cast the One Ring. I can only put it in play, which is not what I want to do. Alright, tap. I think the mana is just too important. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, I don't think these 7/7s are gonna get there. Whatever, I still have time to decide later. Excuse me. Just play this. That's a land, and I don't have anything to cast the next to this. I'm not gonna tap my mana for this, even though it's like 2 mana technically, because it replaces itself. Let's do that. Tap that. Oh, no. Let's not tap the repurposing bay, shall we? A bit more reasonable. Sculpting Anvil is kind of weird. Kind of. Tap you. Tap you. Copy the this thing? No, I don't need more of that. I could copy Repurposing Bay, and if I get enough mana, I can get Paradox in play. Which is probably possible here. Maybe it's possible already. I just missed it because I'm dumb. Tap you 1, 2, 3, 4. Sack that to Repurposing Bay. I am gaining life too. That might matter. I was gonna rope out, which I don't think affects them fundamentally, but it's funny. Tap that. Sack it to the engine. I could sack my commander equal to 1 plus... Okay, no, that doesn't do anything. Alright, we have engine, so now we have a huge like wall of potential stuff we could do. Because we tap a bunch of stuff. Oh, I have 1 ring on top. Alright, never mind. Well, that's kind of lame. I was kind of hoping I could do more without just finding the one. Oh, no, I had it anyways with Repurposing Bay. I always had the 1 ring. Alright, never mind. Tap. I don't need tap a ton of stuff. But it also doesn't have to be those. I suppose I can do... Alright, now we're just looking for the win. All right. Well, unfortunately, I wanted to make me show them, but this is again. I have Aetherflux Reservoir in my deck, so when people don't concede, but that's only like 1 out of 10 times you have Engine Ring that people don't concede. But let's see. Is there a way? Let's say I don't have that like Aether Flux Reservoir in my deck. Is there a way to win without it here? We have these 2 swinging and they're both lethal, but I can't get in with them. I can sack my commander over and over. I can see I can 100% see my entire deck. So is there something in there that like wins, that justifies taking out Aether Flux Reservoir? I really don't like playing Aetherflux Reservoir when my opponents concede before they make me show them anything. There's got to be something, right? Like, my whole deck is in my hand. What do I do? What do I do? Aetherflux is not in play. What do I do? By the looks of it, nothing. There's no way to give one of the tokens trample. Is there another way to deal damage? Can I copy my opponent's stuff with Metamorph? They didn't have anything in play that would matter. What was gaining life there? How was I slowly gaining 1 life a spell? Wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention. Yeah, that's true. We have the 1 ring cast trigger, so I get another turn anyways. Maybe I really just don't need this. Also, we actually do have lethal with the Shadow Spear. This gives trample. I don't need this. Okay, I found a reason not to play it. Also, I said I want to take out some of these colorless lands, and I think that's true. Reliquary Tower is just not doing anything. The gain life lands aren't doing anything. What else? Yeah, we have lethal with this and just one token. Yeah, I'm not playing Aether Voice. Maybe this isn't that great because I don't want to put cards in my hand. I've noticed that's been kind of annoying. So maybe I can play better 4-mana ramp spells, or just no 4-mana ramp spells. I can play like Ornithopter and something else. I don't think I have all the 2-mana ones yet. Man, I wish I could play a Talisman. Ugh. I wish I was green. Wish this deck was green. I'm not playing Pentad Prism, no. Oh yeah, I don't have Solar Transformer. There we go. I think a 3-1 is fine. If I can find a worthwhile one. Skyclave? Relic? Nah. Pristine Talisman with the engine gains 1 life each time. Staff of Completion is a way to sack my own commander and replay it. Maybe that should have just been in here. Is that a good idea? Nah, maybe it is. I don't know. Questionable. It's not bad. Well, it's Ralph and Mikey. Let's see if it's the way I made it or not. 1-mana artifacts that get a land better than lands. Maybe? I feel like they're a bit neutral. With the downside of having to tap mana to activate them. Alright, what do we want on top here? I don't think I want either of these on top. I don't think the game's about either of those cards. I'm not going to play this. Okay. Not ideal. Maybe I just play this on my Arcane Signet. Bit unfortunate, but that's life. Alright, this is definitely do nothing until you get to the mana count in question kind of deck. And there's no way they have nothing, so it's probably Haro or something. Figure. Can't do nothing like that. Format. Okay, it's not just Eldrazi. Not just Eldrazi. Let's play that. Let's play this. Play this. Wait, if I play this and copy that, I can't play my commander then. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. I draw 3 lands. It's pretty beautiful. That's how we drew it up. Just how we drew it up. This is kind of nice. I don't know if I'm getting away with it here, but 3:30 in the morning. Oh my. Well, appreciate you. Okay, that was disgusting. 2, 3, 4. Tap that. Tap. Tap for that. I guess I can pay a life to get rid of that land. Do that again. One ring. Oh, I just won. Talk about putting people to sleep. Opponent. Oh no. Oh no. I think after Paradox Engine, I'm pretty likely to find the win without Paradox Engine here. Excuse me, without the One Ring at that spot, I probably just win anyways. Also, I can steal my opponent's next turn. Probably not really the best thing to do, but it stops them from swinging with this and potentially saves me. But again, One Ring Engine, don't need to display a win condition. Just draw your whole deck, and they just assume you'll find it. I do have the Shadow Spear to give this trample, and then they would just die to it. So, beautiful. Or, I guess this too. I could make it unblockable, technically. Because I didn't... No, I already played a land, didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I can also generate a, like, pseudo-infinite amount of treasure tokens, and then swing for, like, 2,000. Because I generate so much mana each time I do this. So I could probably have that happen as well. Alright. Yeah, who needs a sleep schedule when you got my commentary about Rofellos? Need sleep. Wild name. Grizzly Gooch. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, I don't think we're going to do that again, but we sure did it there. Okay, unfortunately, they have all the naturalizes in the game, and this hand sucks. This hand is slightly less not good. Really wish I had a 2-mana rock, though. Always scrying, looking for land. Yeah, found it. What do we do at 4 mana? Oh, just Ygra. It must have just drew that, right? Alright, not the best Dark Ritual really at all, but there you go. Go ahead and do that. Still looking for... That is a land. It's an awkward land, though. It's still a land, and I have time? Unless, of course, I don't. Another person who just doesn't channel Boseiju. Every opponent has had it, whether they've channeled it or played it. Every green player, I swear, has had Boseiju today. But I've seen it played a lot in the face of artifact spam. But Ygra is like 15 naturalized spells, or maybe even more than that. It's probably like 30. I can copy Ygra? I don't know if that does anything. Okay, now it doesn't, because I can just kill it for free. They're thinking about this a lot, and I feel like they wasted Dark Ritual, so maybe they're regretting something? I don't know. Alright, play land, play this, play Metamorph? Playing my commander just doesn't really do anything. I could actually just play this and focus on my game plan and not my... whatever my opponent's up to. Hoping for a 0, didn't get it. Alright. Playing this and drawing one card seems stupid to me, so I'm not going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to play Ghost Vacuum. I might just get rid of it. Each player controls an artifact and creature, and destroy all artifacts and creatures. Who controls an artifact or enchantment makes a bear. Yep. All right. Like I said, this is probably just like the most boring matchup of all time, where they just play some stupid naturalized that sucks everywhere else, and I just lose. Yep. And of course they had it in their hand, so it's the most non-game I've played all day. They have like these random, usually terrible cards, but Yigra makes them all pretty good. Fun. Just goes to show how it's so good they could just waste Dark Ritual. Like, waste it and still just win anyways. Wow. Ketramos not in standard. Ketramos not in standard. Where is Mox Opal? Come on, please, game. I understand I have Mox Hammer. Give me Mox Opal, please. Okay, thanks, bye. To ponder opponent. There you go. These are all fine. Yep, I think so. They don't activate the relic. I don't know why. I would activate the relic there, so that's good. Same outcome, same but different. Still activate the relic. Play you. This might just be so good I should play it here, so I just don't lose it to some discard spell. It is the best card in my hand. Might as well just play it. The EOE gemstone print? Oh, yeah, it's kind of neat. It's hardly a cavern though, right? Isn't it a whole planet? Gemstone planet? Hardly consider it a cavern. It's cavernous. Any ninja decks? Nope. Well, I've played Eureka. Yeah, I have done that. Alright, well, I am out of stuff. My next draw is a land. Excuse me, my next draw is a land as well, so. I don't know. I don't know if I'm shuffling that. I feel like that's a fine, like, set of things to just keep. When it went to Relic, like it was gonna... Well, if they have Mana Tithe, I guess it could technically do something. I'm glad it doesn't force you to click the one card in your graveyard. Pretty nice. Alright, well I'm out of stuff, and I am certainly losing. So, I'm looking good. I'd love to see a Thoughtseize. Hold control. Hold control. Control is holded. Alright. Copy my commander? That seems weird. Our commander's gonna die anyways. We might as well go in an angle in which my opponent doesn't want to deal with my commander. I don't know why it keeps showing my opponent's hand like that. Yeah, there's like some black-white ninjas, but like there's no blue ones. Blue's like the main color. Like the new ninja commander just isn't in the ninja color. So it's missing 80% of the entire strategy. Either way, no matter what they do, they can't really replace Yuriko. It's basically impossible. Okay, they cloud shift their commander, which I think just draws a card. It's a pretty tame Petramos trigger there, or cloud shift. I'm sure it does more than that, because otherwise it's just really weird to me. Yeah, alright, that makes sense. Well, they don't exactly kill me very fast, but I think in this spot I am more or less losing. And they could just randomly draw, like, Cleansing Nova or something. They didn't have to do that because of the Emperor. I assume they're going to block. I don't know why they wouldn't. Oh. Guess I now know. So I can equip, and then this costs 10 mana to do. Probably not the best use of that. I don't actually know what to do here. Draw 2 off my commander is like the ugliest thing in the universe, but I kind of just have to do something. What if I just copied Ketramos? How does my opponent deal with Ketramos? Like full stop. No, that seems weird. No, that doesn't strike correct to me. Keep that one. Graveyard. Okay, not great. I can cast my commander again. Maybe not the best use. Although maybe it is. I can station this now. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, I gotta just pass. We gotta cool our jets here. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Did what we did. I don't really care if they kill my copy of Krang. I don't care about that. What is this flicker? Anything? It should flicker my... Oh, no, okay. I was going to say, I'm probably flickering the station land, but to be fair, I don't have anything to do with the mana, so it's probably fine. Dark Ritual, okay. They cast that pretty quickly, and then they paused. Interesting. Why did they do that? Okay. Just to cycle Dark Ritual? Do you really have nothing? Well, there's no way you Dark Ritual just to do that. That doesn't make sense. So. I mean, you can kill this all day. That's fine, yep. Okay, so I'm not totally sure what just happened. Seemed like an odd use of Dark Ritual. They gain 4 life a turn. Unlicensed Hearse. Alright, they're tapped out. I'm just going to cast this so it's out of my hand. Improve the quality of my commander's draw. But yeah, they gain 4 life a turn. I don't think Ketramils is going to kill them by any means. Probably gets the planes. Alright, so we turn on this thing. We draw that. Play this. Hold control. Play this. That, yes. Get resolve. I don't have to hold control, I guess, because they're tapped out. Unless they have solitude. That can find the engine, paradox engine. It's probably better to just not do that. Station this. Alright, this taps for 7. I think I want the One Ring. I think I want the One Ring here. That feels like the best thing on average to me. Play that. Artifact, draw. I can move the bracelet, but I don't have the mana to do the thing, do I? I have exactly enough? Oh. Oh no, opponent. So, let's crack this relic. I can't really mess with my opponent too well here, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't really do anything. Okay. Tragic. Maybe it's under this. Maybe what I need is under this. Lotho? No. Cast that. Get rid of that. Decline. Oh, no. Wait, we say yes. We say yes. Flicker Wisp. Ketramos. Move it to the command zone. That's the only thing I can do fundamentally with it. Charming Prince. No, we should swing with this and channel that here. And then I choose the discard, right? Discard 3. So you get rid of that. That. Okay. Well, I mean, shoot. That felt good. See what it translates into. Emery. Doesn't have haste. Not great. 13. Probably going to end up copying the One Ring. 13. This first. Yeah, I'm going to copy the One Ring here. Oh, I can copy my... Oh, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's copy the One Ring. Keep the new one. And then... Seven is not enough to go crazy with that card. Let's start here. Try to flip the midnight clock, but I can't. Okay, I milled the paradox engine. And they can exile it, so it's out of the equation. Let's stop. I don't actually have to play Witness Protection. It's not doing anything. I can swing, and they can't realistically block it. I mean, they can. They have to block it. I might as well swing. Yeah. How do you not block it? What? They don't play Bajuka Bog either. They don't play Bajuka Bog. What's happening? Why are they doing the things that they're doing? Well, now you gotta be careful. Lotho will kill you. Okay, I guess it didn't end up doing that. But... Oh, I have one ring protection. That doesn't much here. That attack, I mean. Oh, slightly confused about the line my opponent took, but alright. Well, I mean, they just gave me Paradox Engine. To be fair, I think there's a good chance I'm gonna win anyways, but it makes it a lot easier, I'll tell you that much. Blue. Alright, yeah, I mean, they had the answer to this. Lotho, I think they lose 1 life to Lotho, and then I could probably find a way to cast 2 spells on their upkeep, so they lose another life. I could probably find a way to do that, honestly. I can also just kill them right now with Krang giving it trample or whatever. So I don't think I needed this, especially with this about to happen. I don't think I needed the engine, but they gave me the engine. I just don't think I was supposed to have access to it. They would have had to have played the engine or exile it before they play Ketramos because they can't lose another life. Otherwise, Lotho kills them, so then they wouldn't be able to play Lotho. They didn't actually have to play Lotho, so that's maybe another thing they weren't thinking about. That might be a harder thing to see, to just not play Lotho. But there's definitely a way to kill my opponent with their own stuff here. Yeah, that bracelet was funny. What did it actually do? I discarded these 3. Discarded those 3. I think I can beat Felia as well. I mean, Elish Norn. Yeah, I had a lot of my bases covered, even with Bajuka Bog. Okay. Very well. Very well. It's been a while since I've actually done... or it feels like it's been a while since I've done my quest. On the same day that I got it. Strong. The Space Lands are... Is it this? Yeah, the Space Lands are in the shop today, if anyone wants them. I contemplated it, but... I kind of prefer, like, the fantasy lands a bit more than sci-fi ones. And I am a huge sci-fi fan. Alright, let's talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I feel like I got a pretty good gauge of what this can do. The 0 mana artifacts wound up probably being worth it. They don't... Like, they help you cast your commander, but it seemed like I had a bigger issue of getting, like, enough blue to cast this, like, twice than I did worrying about if I had zeros that didn't do anything. I will say there were, like, awkward turns where I can't cast my commander because it only draws, like, 1 card, and I just don't care to do that. There's probably a way to, you know, design this deck or build this deck to have... Or, excuse me, build the commander to have, like, artifact beatdown thing, and then you don't really care if it draws. It's just the, you know, at the end of all of the stuff you've played that's swinging at your opponent, you then play that. It does help you rebuild your hand, gas back up, when you are playing a beatdown deck. But it does show up, it does take a second to actually cast it. And it's a bit awkward. If you have too many, like, affinity things and not enough artifacts, and you're just stuck with all these, like, awkward cards in your hand, like not Memnarch. Is it? Whatever the 7 mana thing is. Mirror Enforcer? Yeah, Mirror Enforcer. And the other one we don't have on Arena, something... It's like a Coatl or an Axodal. So... I don't think I mean, knowing me, of course I don't like the beatdown strategies. You just sort of get outclassed by Linear Elves. But apart from that, I like what this is doing. Is it the most consistent way of One Ring engineing people? No, I don't think so. Is it really good in like blue specifically? It might be the best one in blue. Some people might say that's Emery, but I don't know. This is actually kind of nice. Emery, I don't think I made this comparison. Well, to be fair, I didn't think about it till just now. But Emery does, quote unquote, show you 4 cards, right? It shows you 4 cards when you cast it. It is way easier to cast this card, and there's plenty of combos with this card, right? Actually, every time you play against Emery, you're going to assume they win with a combo. So this is, or at least what I was trying to do, was similar, except it doesn't show you 4 cards unless your hand is totally empty. So it's almost like trying to do the same thing, except this one lets you cast more than one of the cards you see. This only lets you cast one of the cards you see, unless, of course, you have some kind of combo going off, which would apply to this one as well, I suppose. Winter Moon got some pretty good value. I did auto-concede to, I think, 2 Rofellos players, but I didn't see a boatload of Rofellos players, to be fair. Fabricate's a must in here. I didn't feel like I was lacking with interaction, but there were some games, maybe 1 or 2, where having River's Rebuke would have actually been really nice, but I don't know if it was consistently nice enough to where I would want a bunch of like Cyclonic Rift effects or whatever. I probably not. Might just be better off like Frogify spamming my opponent's creatures than I am like mass bouncing everything. So you could probably play Frogify spam. Flare is a really nice way of resetting your commander. Just sacking it to Flare and then having access to it again later is just super nice. It also gets a card out of your hand, so the next one actually draws another card. So I really like Flare. But yeah, Emery might just be the better version of this. You can cast it way sooner. You can start doing something with it way faster. And you don't really have to lose your hand to do it, like vomit your hand into play. You can just play whatever, and then you'll mill instead of putting the 4 cards in your hand, you put them in the graveyard, and then you have access to them all the while. So yeah, I mean, there's graveyard hate out there, right? I did actually see a bunch of graveyard hate, but you know what I saw more of is Boseiju, and they both have the Boseiju issue. This one could kill your opponent when you're going crazy with these 2. I took out Aether Flux Reservoir because every single time I had these in play, my opponent conceded. So there's no reason to run your Do Nothing Grape Shot. And also, Shadow Spear can actually just kill my opponent if I draw my whole deck and play it, right? It just gives trample, and then suddenly they die to a giant threat. And if they don't, I can probably present so many giant threats the next turn with this thing, or I don't know, anything else really, but mainly this thing. And then because I have protection, I will get to that next turn, and then the Shadow Spear yet again is a problem. So I just don't like Aetherflux Reservoir if I don't have to play it, and I don't think I have to. Sapphire Medallion is a bit weird, but it does discount this and counts for affinity. But the blue stuff I was doing with discounting this didn't really feel notable to me. So maybe this could be a different mana rock that's more useful for every other card in my deck. So I'm not sure about that one. It felt okay enough, though. You simply just casting this with it felt fine. I was right to not play the artifacts that simply, when they enter, you draw a card. Because they discount your commander, but then your commander draws 1 less card. And I don't think that's a good idea with this commander. At least I don't think so. I didn't feel like that's what I wanted to be doing in a lot of games. It would not have looked that great. Giving my commander haste was not that exciting. I don't care if this swings or not. There's plenty of times where maybe just letting it chill as a blocker is better, because then you have more control of when it dies, so you can cast it again. And you kind of don't care if it dies. There's actually a lot of more times than not in this list, at least, I would prefer it to die. So I don't know if I even like these. But sometimes, you could give it haste and it's a 10-4 and it just smacks them and they die. You can give haste to a token you made, or your Urza token or something. So they're still kind of useful. You can simply protect Emery. so it doesn't die to anything. That's, ideal, I suppose. I never found myself cloning anything of my opponents ever, um, which kind of goes to show why I don't like Phantasmal Image, the 2-mana clone, because a lot of the time you don't really find yourself interested in cloning your opponent's cards. So I did actually the strongest Phantasmal Image I've seen, and this was rather recently because I don't see a lot of it, was Phantasmal Image cloning Llanowar Elves, my Llanowar Elves, and I think it was a Katara player, so then they could untap and have more mana when they cast Katara, and I was like, yeah, you literally played Arcane Signet, basically. Oh, it was colorless, so I guess you played like a Guardian Idol with your Phantasmal Image, and to the surprise of no one, the best way to play Phantasmal Image is to turn it into a Rampant Growth. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Certainly not me. What else here? What else? Yeah, the zeros are probably worth it. I did go low on lands, but I said it every time I got mana screwed, which I did get mana screwed. This is a deck that is totally comfortable with 1 in 3 cards, ever so slightly more than that. 1 in 3 cards being a mana source, or a land, specifically a land. There's way more than 1 in 3 as a mana source. But I did feel like I got mana screwed more than I should have at that land count. I don't know how, sample size is not infinite. It's not 10,000 or something. I'm sure it would smooth itself out, but I don't know, every time I have a deck that's under 40 lands, it seems like the shuffler just absolutely hates lands when you do that. It's like, oh, you don't want to put lands in your deck? All right, you just won't draw any then. It's like, I only have 36. Like, this should be fine. 36 is fine. I have plenty of paper commanders with not many ramp spells, and they're not green, that are like 35 lands, and it's fine. Right? Now, that's EDH. You have time to miss a land, I suppose, but I feel like 1 in 3 is absolutely reasonable to do that. I used to never run 40 or more, but I find myself running more as I've played more of this format over the years. Oh, it's been years at this point, geez. So I don't know. That's up to you, if however many you want to run or not. But you are just trying to do the combo here. I don't think, other than scamming someone with synthesizer, you're really gonna win a different way. It didn't seem like that. If you want to run Ugin, you probably can. I took it out. It felt like it was doing less than more. Repurposing Bay, sacking my commander is nice. Getting Portal to Phyrexia with that thing doesn't feel great. There's a lot of, by the time I'm doing that, it seems like my opponent just doesn't care if they sack 3 things, right? You're not Portal to Phyrexia in time to deal with the things you should expect to play against, like Llanowar Elves, right? Portal to Phyrexia, Llanowar Elves is not, you're not doing it fast enough. We don't have Tinker, so it's not doesn't feel great. But if you do it, you can reanimate your commander, I suppose, if you trust you're going to untap with the Portal. But it never felt like Portal was that ideal. Also, a lot of the time, by the time I'm trying to use this, it's really just to get combo pieces. And it's fairly easy to get combo pieces, right? This is the only 5, right? You just sack a 4, go right into it. And it's pretty easy to sack a 3 to find 1 ring. And so, like, I never really found myself interested in finding Portal even when it was in my deck. So I just didn't run it. Someone brought up the map things, world map, what's the other one? World map, Wayfarers, Bauble, and then the expedition map. Like, you can play those, I suppose, and say, like, oh, you can take out a land because it discounts your commander by just playing a Wayfarers Bauble, and then you play a land next turn, and then you can play like a ramp or an Arcane Signet instead of cracking the Bauble. Cracking the Bauble lets you cast the other cards in your hand, but not your commander, right? Your commander stays neutral, so they're just kind of weird to me. But I'm sure they're fine. You could probably take some random stuff like Candy Trail could be Wayfarer's Bauble. Maybe it should have been Wayfarer's Bauble. Although Scrying 2 was kind of nice. Not gonna lie. The totally absolutely do nothing one of Mox Jasper, which does nothing, could just be world map or something like that, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a 0-mana artifact. Yeah, that might just make more sense. So I'll probably just end up doing that there. But yeah, I think that's really it. The other ones are, they're still weird, but it's probably totally fine to have these cost 1 and be more useful than cost 0. I would say so. I don't have a lot of 1 mana things, right? So it's kind of fine to just find a spot to finally cast these things. Yeah, it felt like a lot of games I was able to just, if these cost 1, were castable, basically all the same. So I think that would have just been a better idea. So I'll probably just find something else to put into the list I upload. But I like this commander. It is exceedingly annoying to deal with, especially when you have too many artifacts. And, well, that's when it's too annoying to deal with. So it makes it weird where they don't want to block it, because if it dies, you get it back, and they don't want to take too much damage because it can have like 14 power. So it's just annoying to deal with. And if you leave it back as a blocker and they don't want to swing into it because they don't want you to recast it, that's pretty nice too, right? I guess you could consider that life gain, I suppose. I like this. It's kind of neat. I didn't know it was in the set until someone played it against me, and then it didn't do anything. And then I played against it again, and then it did everything ever. I'm like, wait a minute, is this the same commander that didn't do anything that one game? Is it that polarizing, having just played it? I don't think so. I think the only notable thing here that maybe most commanders, not some, I'd say most commanders don't have this happen, is you're going from losing to winning is like very sudden with this commander. Like oh no, I'm not doing anything. Oh, now I'm just winning. Like it could just out of nowhere, you're just winning substantially. Which, it leads to kind of spiky, swingy outcomes, and consistency feels better. But I don't know if that's a consistency thing. It maybe just be a vibe thing. It just seemed like, am I winning? I'm not sure if I'm winning. Oh, now I'm absolutely winning. I drew this one card. So that it is what it is. But all right, let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.